bit of a aftershoot from what kind of created the concept. I remember having a conversation in the basement apartment of one of my big brother's mentors in ministry. And we were going over different things, and that's when the concept was birthed. And I remember saying I would name it Kingdom Fellowship International Church, and the reason why is because I wanted to pastor a church that was multicultural, that had an array of backgrounds, and the focus was Christ. And I remember my wife understood that we wasn't able to get back and forth to church. My wife said, well, guess what? And I said, what? She goes, you're teaching. We began GOJUDAH Ministries. And from there, at GOJUDAH Ministries, we started doing a Bible study. As we began to develop somewhat of a following in the Bible study. And I remember the people saying, listen, we're not going nowhere else. So we're only coming here on Wednesday nights and when we have conferences, but we need more. So October 1st, 2006, Kingdom Fellowship International Church had her first Sunday morning service. To get people to believe is the first challenge. It wasn't so much getting them to believe in God, which is the biggest portion to get them to, but the biggest thing was for them to believe in my vision. And you have this ideology that you're trying to share with the people, but you need the people to catch on to it for it to become a reality. It was surreal, and as much as I looked forward to being, if you would say, the man, I really appreciated being not the man. And it took a toll on my marriage, it took a toll on my person, it took a toll on my mental. I was ready to give up. I was hurt from God because things had happened and transpired in my life that I thought for sure He would keep from happening. I was hurt from the people because I didn't see them changing into the image of God. And I was hurt from myself because I felt like I was failing. It is in those moments that forced me to pray, that forced me to hear God, and forced me to rely on His strength. I had to come to the understanding that I could not change anybody. Empowering them by virtue of introducing them to God and allowing them and God to work on the change for them. And once I began to release myself from that pressure, I didn't feel like a failure as much because I understood my responsibilities more. I believe KFC started turning the corner about 3 years ago. There were seasons that God would send people that became pillars. And these pillars really became a major point of strength and remembrance that God is on our side. As you're seeing, on one hand, lives being changed, and on the other hand, you're seeing people helping you change those lives. Because you can't do it by yourself. You can't do it by yourself. When I saw the hands helping me, and those people that were buying into the vision like I did, and sacrificing their time and energy, that's when I saw the turn. That's when I saw like, wow, we're getting somewhere.
I believe in the worldwide ministry that we have. I believe in the love that's at our church. I believe in the fellowship that's at our church. I believe in just everything that I see God doing for us.
And actually, yeah, we have come a long way. And I think in hindsight, my biggest agenda was to give people hope that life doesn't have to be what it was initially presented to be.
The day that I came back to the church, I was in the verge of committing suicide. I have a relationship with God now. I have a relationship with God. I value my life.
Bishop is a true man of God, and I believe that God has greatness for him, and I believe that God has greatness for every person that is under his leadership, that acts according to the laws of the Lord. And those are his words. So I just want to say thank you to each member.
To see what God has done is a great thing. And in 7 years, if God has done this, God knows what we can do if we stick together over the next 7